shot, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 50, plant.
You got nothing to win.
6-6, pull it high.
Check it back.
5.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 26, check 26. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hit, 180.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at. And really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mike, good. 180. Hey, check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Jim.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm scared. Hey, alert 33. Check 24.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Good. 180. Good.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Point it right. He's checking crap.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
60 or
53, Mike 53. Coming to you, coming to you. Check 3.
go.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Now.
Motion, motion, motion. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
80 weapons.
Kill, kill, turn up. Kill, 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 turn up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
53's Mike.
No gain on this defense. Trickstone, travel.
Flare, alert, flare, flare.
Hey, 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 hey. Hit it.
On third down, Costello sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike,
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
let's get off the field.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On second down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Alert!
Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Haywood.
Second down and inches. Staying on his feet. He can't get him down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Watch the twitch.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
53's the mark.
6-6, pull it high.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got it.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
Hey, let's go, let's go. It's time to prep. Get that quarterback. And all come. Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Mike 51.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
From the gun, Costello trying to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 53. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing again, Costello. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53.
On first down, Costello gets it to Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Wild Bill. Wild.
Look at me, zipper.
51 Mike. Mike 51. I'm on.
Ready?
Here's second and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on third and 8.
Lost the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Big trip.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it. Check. Fresno.
Now.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Out, out, out. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield, forced out to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Watch the slant. Check, 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 check. Slant. Get it.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
53's money. Check 53's money. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. Switch.
Looking to throw. Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Shoot.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
A 56-yard attempt.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Costello. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Just like that. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run. Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cleveland.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Yes, yes. Yo, go, go.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. You rush, you rush, you rush. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's checking.
Go.
He's checking. Crack.
Go.
Now Gordon on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Read.
I got one.
Protein spill. Yep.
Lucky. Sponge. No. Switch.
Big grip.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice game, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Run, run, run. Greystone, travel. 49's the mic. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 50.
Chubb on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Yeah.
Throwing to start the drive. Costello. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Costello, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jerry Tillery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
On the ready.
53, check 53.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up